8-band answer. One English class that I completely delighted in was an experimental writing lesson. The class zeroed in on improving our composing abilities and investigating our minds to make convincing stories. I took this class during my senior year of secondary school, so it was a couple of years prior. The class was held in our school's English writing study hall, which was a comfortable and favorable climate for learning and imagination. The educator, Ms. Johnson, was an energetic and excited instructor who had a skill for making English examples locking in. During this specific illustration, Ms. Johnson began by examining the components of an enamoring story, like plot, character improvement, setting, and struggle. She gave us models from popular works of writing to delineate these ideas. She then, at that point, gave us composing prompts and urged us to allow our minds to roam free. The prompts were interesting and permitted us to investigate different subjects and classifications. Subsequent to presenting the prompts, Ms. Johnson urged us to conceptualize thoughts exclusively and afterwards share them with the class. This cooperative cycle made an energetic environment where we could run thoughts by one another and offer useful input. It was interesting to hear the assorted story thoughts created by my schoolmates. Ms. Johnson carved out opportunity to give customized criticism on our composition and offer direction on the most proficient method to further develop our narrating procedures. She adulated our assets and gave ideas for regions where we could improve our composing abilities. Her valuable analysis was constantly conveyed in a strong and empowering way, which propelled us to take a stab at greatness. The class likewise elaborated companion survey meetings, where we traded our accounts and gave criticism to each other. These meetings assisted us with working on our composition as well as cultivated a feeling of local area and kinship among the understudies. In general, what made this English class pleasant was the mix of an enthusiastic educator, invigorating composing prompts, and the cooperative learning climate. Ms. Johnson's excitement and her capacity to make a connecting within steady air made the class a really charming and significant experience. It touched off my adoration for experimental writing and sustained my abilities as a narrator. Describe an English class/lesson that you enjoyed. You should say, what was taught in the class? When did you take the class? Where it was? What did the teacher do that made you enjoy it? One English class that I thoroughly enjoyed was a creative writing lesson. The class focused on honing our writing skills and exploring our imaginations to create compelling stories. I took this class during my senior year of high school, so it was a few years ago. The class was held in our school's English literature classroom, which was a cozy and conducive environment for learning and creativity. The teacher, Ms. Johnson, was a passionate and enthusiastic educator who had a knack for making English lessons engaging. During this particular lesson, Ms. Johnson started by discussing the elements of a captivating story, such as plot, character development, setting, and conflict. She gave us examples from famous works of literature to illustrate these concepts. She then provided us with writing prompts and encouraged us to let our imaginations run wild. The prompts were thought-provoking and allowed us to explore various themes and genres. After introducing the prompts, Ms. Johnson encouraged us to brainstorm ideas individually and then share them with the class. This collaborative process created a vibrant atmosphere where we could bounce ideas off each other and offer constructive feedback. It was fascinating to hear the diverse story ideas generated by my classmates. Ms. Johnson took the time to provide personalized feedback on our writing and offered guidance on how to improve our storytelling techniques. She praised our strengths and offered suggestions for areas where we could enhance our writing skills. Her constructive criticism was always delivered in a supportive and encouraging manner, which motivated us to strive for excellence. The class also involved peer review sessions, where we exchanged our stories and provided feedback to one another. These sessions not only helped us improve our writing, but also fostered a sense of community and camaraderie among the students. Overall, what made this English class enjoyable was the combination of a passionate teacher, stimulating writing prompts, and the collaborative learning environment. Ms. Johnson's enthusiasm and her ability to create an engaging and supportive atmosphere made the class a truly enjoyable and memorable experience. It ignited my love for creative writing and nurtured my skills as a storyteller.